Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
I gotta get back to my COD game.
Oh yeah.
What do you need?
Oh yeah, I'll be super quick for you. So the reason I'm here is because all the change going around, like I said, with all that going on, we know your neighbors need security and cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to be the ones they call.
Mm-hmm.
So we just want to place the blue sign in your yard.
Mm-hmm.
That way we get advertising for them, and they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They call us and not our competitors.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. So for you having us out with that today, in exchange, we'll pay for your alarm system.
Mm-hmm. You'll pay for my alarm system.
Yep, a brand new alarm system, and a camera that benefits you the most.
Okay. What camera will you pay for?
Oh, I'll pay for whatever camera that you think you'll use the most. If you have you thought about doing cameras before?
Yeah. What's this one?
This one right here.
That one.
So this is the outdoor camera. So with the outdoor camera, we'll put that above your vehicles, so that way you can see them at nighttime or anything like that. It has 24/7 recording, and it's not working.
Yes. I don't know. That's not working for him. But, yeah. Oh. Okay. Cool. What's the resolution on that?
The resolution, I'm pretty sure it's 1080p.
Okay. That's good.
Yeah, it's 24/7 recording at 1080.
Yeah, I'll be looking at doing that, so we can get one here.
Yeah, we can get one
Okay.
right there for you.
Okay.
So cameras are great and all. That's why we pay for the alarm system as well,
Mm-hmm.
because they can't call the police.
Mm-hmm.
So have you ever used an alarm system before?
Yeah. Yeah.
You have?
Yeah.
Okay, so we start with the door system. Do you mind if I show you what we'll do with ours?
Sure.
Okay, do you mind? You want to take off the shield?
Hazo, well done, bro.
So, couple things that I really liked. A lot of people name drop, and they're like, hey, you know Caleb? Well, yeah, we're out here doing this, and like, it doesn't make sense. It just sounds like you just tried putting a name in, and it sounds weird to the customer. But then Faison mentioned the name, and there's a reason why I brought her up, and then you tied her into your pitch. So that was really smart. So that was something that you guys can learn from Faison right there.
One thing I think Faison did really good is like he really explained the advertising like it made 100% sense. Like that's very important because it makes the rest of the sale make sense. Like everything you offer after that doesn't make sense if the advertising doesn't make sense. So that was money. The only thing I would do is just be a little bit more assumptive in the words you're saying, like asking them have they ever looked in the cameras or on your transition, just be more assumptive in that, but like other than that, I thought it was perfect.
I think his enunciation has come a long way. Like even in 3 weeks, like everything you're saying was really clear and like it was making sense. Short sentences. I would say just like a good tip for some people, the area at least we're knocking, the line of like it doesn't call the police. Like people don't really want to have the police called. So I'll normally like say we'll call you guys straight away. And so some people don't really like law enforcement that much. So I always say, we'll call you first. Obviously your cameras can't call you, right? And so once I'm in the home, then I kind of mention the fire, police, medical, blah.
Yeah, and you can figure that out too. Like if you're talking to some dude, like you can tell if he seems like he might be just selling drugs or like you don't want the cops called, right? But like know your audience.
Just a good little tip.
So,
yeah.
That's smart there. A couple other things too. When Cooper was asking like, yeah, what do you want? I have this game. Like, yeah, I'll be real quick. ADT just wants the advertising in the air. Like Cooper doesn't really care about that as much. He just wants to go back to his game. So your pitch was perfect. You talked about the advertising, and then you talked to him, we want to pay you. But if I'm getting someone that's being like short with me, I'll put the pay you part first. Hey, real quick, we actually want to pay you to advertise for ADT. Now I got him to listen, and then he'll explain the advertising. So that's what Brad does. He's like, hey, ADT actually wants to pay you to advertise for us. Reason being, commercials don't work, yada yada, and then you do the advertising part. But if you have someone that's like, yeah, what do you want? What do you want? Well, hey, we actually want to pay you to advertise for us. And then that makes them interested. I hook them with that, and then I explain the advertising after that. So if you're having someone that's like trying to shoot you off the door, try putting the pay you part first, and then explain the advertising, and you'll get a little bit more engagement. And then the other one too, your line was really good. Whichever one benefits you the most. And then ask them which one of these cameras you think you benefit the most from, outdoor or indoor camera. Then that's an option close. You set it up perfectly. You said, hey, whichever one benefits you the most, have you thought about it? And then that's an easy way for him to say no. So instead of saying, have you thought about doing it, whichever camera benefits you the most, which one do you think would benefit you the most? and then you can ask him, then he's answering the question of like, he's thinking, how is this gonna benefit me? Well, I wanna see that, I wanna do that. Not, have you thought about it? No. So those are the 2 little tweaks I would put in right there. But yeah, other than
I
that,
thought that was
really
very
good.
money.
Very good. All right, today we are gonna be competing in the office for $2,000.
$1,000.
Nice
back-end check.
$25 gift cards to Pizza Ranch.
Pizza Ranch.
All right, and so we're gonna have a random selector here. We're gonna be selecting 4 rookies and 4 vets. We're gonna get a pitch off.
Oh, come
I'm gonna give you guys both objections. You pick each other. We're all gonna vote who moves on to the final round, and the final round is gonna be closing.
That's funny.
So it's gonna be
that's
from the
fine.
price drop. And then we vote on that. So if you make it to the final round, then whoever closes better, we'll all vote on it.
Okay.
You get the $25 gift card. So, like you just said.
Getting that into
The top 4 vets and top 4 rookies.
No, we're not doing that. My dream, man.
See, Mike, that's the associate strategy.
You want to go
Here we go. First rookie. Let's spin. Let's spin.
Let's go.
What do we got?
Colin!
Colton. We got Colton. Colton is going to be going up against.
You don't want to go up against me.
Oh,
King, baby!
okay.
Alright, here we go.
This is gonna be tight. I like that.
Keith again? Brian
Brains.
versus.
Oh, Frank got that cake card. Oh,
Sir.
Colin.
Brian, you're going down.
Hey, you better start practicing your pitch, buddy.
He's all right, Brian, you're going down.
Ooh, let's go.
It's like a little.
Oh my god.
This is spin.
Let's go.
Let's see.
I won't go to Pizza Ranch, Bo.
I'm not.
I want Zach Ranch.
I don't want to fight Zach.
Can we do this like weekly?
So, let's see. Alright, you guys are gonna be each other's customers too. And then I'm gonna give you the objection to tell them. Hey, we're gonna figure out what house you all got to.
I'm thinking so.
Yeah, we're
Hey, Keith. We gotta win it for the fight, baby. More than for the fight. Yeah. It's Saturday, I think, huh?
You go to see your cousin.
You come. Me and Keith are gonna watch this.
Alright, who's got right?
Dude, that's like the finest issue.
Alright, here's your house.
That's what I'm saying.
They're outside.
Alright, Keith, you're the customer.
Wait, that's the house?
That's
That's money.
I like that. I like that. Really?
Well, I got that
There we go. Alright, and then, let's go. Alright, let's go. You guys wanna all vote for it, or do you wanna pick 3 judges?
Three judges.
Why don't we just do it?
Like how we did in South Carolina, we just rose our hands.
Everybody
Put our heads down, raise our hands.
Alright,
Yeah, 3 guys that have no financial gain over any of these guys.
That's not me.
Alright, let's hear it, Colin.
Hey man, how's it going?
How you doing? So your boss here?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet, dude. So my name's Colton. We're actually working with a couple of neighbors down the street. Do you hear anything go
You
off?
with ADT, man?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're with ADT.
Oh, man, I don't need security. It's a pretty
Oh,
safe
yeah,
area around here.
Dude, yeah, of course. Well, actually, what we're doing is a little bit different. I'm sure you know the neighbor next door, Mr. Keith.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome, sweet. Well, we've been working with Mr. Keith. I know he's been telling me, some of the stuff that's been going on around here, he actually got his car broken into about 2 weeks ago.
Oh, did
You
it?
know, they have people that come around, they're called walkers, that's what he was telling me. He's like, they come around at night, check to see if the doors are unlocked. So, have you ever experienced anything like that, or?
No, man, like I said, it's usually a pretty safe neighborhood. I've been there for about 25 years now.
Sweet, man, yeah. Keith's been here about the same amount of time, so, you're one of the lucky ones, dude, honestly. So, what we've been doing for Keith was, he was telling me about the cameras that he's been looking into to kind of keep an eye on his car outside. If we were to do a camera for you today, which one would you rather have? The backyard watched over, or like Mr. Keith, he got the doorbell, because it'll see his car too.
Right. So, maybe the outdoor, like Mr. Keith, because I park my cars out there.
Oh, sweet. Do you want to kind of show me where you want that? Over the garage over here? Okay, so we can put it, what, this corner or this corner?
This corner would be fine.
Okay, awesome. Cool. So yeah, actually, I'm with the advertising department, so this whole thing is completely covered. We used to do commercials, but nobody watches commercials anymore, We watch Netflix, right?
Yeah, I do.
That's why I have a job. Exactly, that's why I have a job. So with that budget, we actually will get to cover the cost of this camera, plus an alarm system for you. Because we know that the St. Joe area isn't really the safest, so we know that people are getting alarms. We just want them to buy from us instead of the competitors, right? So, have you ever used an alarm system before?
No, man, I haven't.
Not really? Okay. Well, look, I'll show you how it works. We'll actually start with the doors, the little door sensors right here. You mind to show you? Take my shoes off? Okay.
There you go.
Nice.
Yes, sir. Nice.
Alright. So, good
Hey, let's hold on to pros and cons still.
Yeah, that way the other one doesn't. Yeah, it's not like, oh shit, you forgot to say this, let me say that. It's like,
Oh, alright, here's your house.
oh, you got Bevin. Oh, okay, it's not accurate, it's not accurate. Uh-oh. It's not accurate.
You gotta
It's
give
not
it.
accurate.
Oh, we're good? Yeah, they can't stay silent.
Probably get it.
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
No, that's, you're not investing, you're not taking the work for that.
Yeah, that's my equipment we're gonna go.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
Hey, man, how's it going? Are you the boss here?
Yeah, well, the wife, but
Alright, yeah, so half the boss.
So I'm half the body, yeah, she
Alright,
makes all
so
the
I'm
rules.
Keith with ADT, man, so I'm not disguising anything.
Awesome,
Just want to let you know what we're doing in the neighborhood.
Sweet.
And we're actually advertising our signs a little bit more. I'm not sure if you're familiar with our Big Blue ADT signs.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a couple of you guys came out a couple of years ago, but I already had Vivint at the time. I currently still have Vivint. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by, man.
Right, so with that, man, we know a couple of people around the neighborhood has Vivint already. I actually was working with Mr. Brad up the street.
Right.
He actually had Vivint too, but we were actually able to get him going with what we were doing.
Okay.
So what we are doing is just a little bit of advertising for our new program. We're coming in the neighborhood. We've been getting wind of a lot of break-ins and things in the area, people pulling on car windows and stuff like that.
Right.
So with that, with our advertising, we're trying to come out, get our signs out in the front yard. That way, they're seeing ADT more. ADT, this neighbor has ADT. We know they like to buy what neighbors have, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of course.
from the neighborhood.
Yeah, actually, my buddy down the street has Vivint too. He was the one that kind of put me on it. So
Right,
so
so,
we've had it for a little bit.
all right, and is everything working all right? with
Yeah,
that for
it
you?
works just fine for us. We don't really use it that much though, honestly. We just kind of forget we have it in the house.
Right,
So it's,
so you'll want a system in the house that you wouldn't be good about. It'll be pretty useful for you.
yeah, a little bit,
Right.
but honestly, man, thank you for coming by. I appreciate you, bud.
Right, so, like I said, with the Vivint, it is good, but we know you probably are in a pretty lengthy contract with Vivint. They usually do the 5-year contract.
Yeah, I think we're on the kind of end of that. We got about 2 years left.
Oh, right. So you're coming up to probably want something new since your system isn't really help you pretty much that much anyway.
Yeah, I mean, me and the wife are talking about it. We're probably just gonna keep it, honestly, but I mean, you know, what do you have instead?
Right, so what we can do for you is we can cut that length down actually, since I see you have 2 years left. It would actually be on the end of our plan, and we'd actually be cutting the break down pretty big for you, with you being an advertising home. So what we'll do for you, we'll come in, and I see you have that beautiful car out there, so we'll come up and we'll hook you up with an outdoor camera, and it'll go there to watch over that beautiful car. If you won't mind walking over here with me for a second. And we'll throw it up in this corner. Now they record at a 145-degree angle, so you'll catch the whole car. You'll also catch any traffic coming up to the front door. So it'll be a 2-for-1 deal. I love the homes out here. They're real easy to work with in that aspect.
Yeah, we don't really pay much for Vivint. How much is this gonna cost me?
Now that's actually the best part. I've been waiting for you to ask. So if you don't mind, do you have someone I can set my iPad down and show you how all this works out?
Yeah, sure.
All right, shoot on, shoot on.
There you go, there you go. Well, here, how about this? How about we vote first? That way, this doesn't affect.
Yeah. Alright.
And then we'll go. Alright,
Keep it.
everyone, heads down.
Vote for the best pitch, not who's your friend.
Heads down, Colton.
Oh, sorry.
If you voted for Colton, raise your hand. Alright, if you voted for Keith, raise your hand. Ooh, that was close.
No, but what is it?
It was close, actually, bro. Alright, Keith is gonna be moving on.
What's it?
I'll vote for
It was-
myself.
I think it was like 7 to 11 right there, or no?
6. Yeah. Or whatever it was.
Alright, Keith's gonna be moving on to the next round.
So,
Congratulations, Keith.
Colton, I think something you guys both did really well was your demeanor was really good. So both of you were very relaxed, very assumptive, really good. Mentioned the neighbors really quickly, Colton, which was great. I had it as a pro and a con. You like drew back to the advertisement. It's almost like you forgot.
Yeah,
and
I
then came back to it. But it was a pro too because you didn't get flustered and you came back around. But it was a con that you forgot it. So like it was a pro and a con.
And then Nick, we're at 12:54, so we're gonna have to start speed rounding this. So just
All right.
a couple quick things with both of them.
You didn't set a hook early on, and you asked a lot of questions. Like, you asked questions about Crime Drop, and you asked questions about cameras and stuff. So just tell them rather than ask questions.
And for you, Keith, know your house. What do they not have?
Cameras.
So they're saying I don't use it. Yeah, that's the problem.
Mhm.
These old alarm systems. We're just upgrading you with the cameras now. So that would probably be his hot button. He's like, oh, we didn't really use it. So that's an old Vivint sign right there. And then talk about bring the cameras into the house too. But yeah, what do you have anything else on?
Yeah, I just said basically use a swap over pitch. You kind of obvious that you hadn't done that much, so you're spinning tires a lot on the doorstep. But just like mentioning that as the first thing. That's the reason I'm up here, because you have that sign there. We're paying you to put ours out by paying for some cameras. But aside from that, everything was good.
So if you know your house, you know what objection you're gonna get. If you have the Vivint sign, what's he gonna tell you?
I Vivint.
So I don't say, hey, how's it going? I'm Mike.